I carry so my heart does not escape. There were days I lived on impulse. There were nights I burned in rage. There were times I shattered everything because I couldn't hold the reins. But fire without direction only turns the sky to ash. So I learned to hold the furnace and turn destruction into craft. I do not trust wild emotion. I do not kneel to fear. I carve my strength with patience until the purpose becomes clear. This is the discipline sword, sharpened by struggle, carried with will. Discipline sword, holding the chaos, teaching it still. I do not swing my power blindly. I do not bleed for empty war. Strength is not just fury. Strength is discipline forged. Discipline forged. There is a calm before my thunder, not because the storm is gone, but because I choose the moment that the lightning will be drawn. Anyone can rage in anger, anyone can break and scream, but it takes a different kind of warrior to stay steady while they bleed. So I breathe like iron cooling. I move like mountains stand. I do not rush the battle, I wait and then command. This is the discipline sword, sharpened by struggle, carried with will. Discipline sword, holding the chaos, teaching it still. I do not swing my power blindly. I do not bleed for empty war. Strength is not just fury. Strength is discipline forged. I have learned that victory is not just who can roar the loudest. It is who can stand the longest, who can stay unshaken in the violence. I will not waste my strength on noise. I will not waste my life on rage. I will rise with focus in my lungs and purpose in my veins. This is the discipline sword, sharpened by struggle, carried with will. Discipline sword, holding the chaos, teaching it still. I do not fight to prove my power. I fight because I choose what for. Strength is more than force and fire. Strength is discipline. There are men who shatter fast, but I was never born to crumble. I was built to outlast. Darkness, I have slept beside despair. I have carried weight so heavy it stole the breath from air. But I did not crawl for mercy, I did not beg the night to change. I clenched my hands around my will and stood inside the pain. Strength is not the easy days. Strength is what survives the worst. I did not choose a lighter path, I chose to hold the hurt. I do not break, I endure. I do not bend when fire burns. I do not run when fear is sure. I stand until the world returns. I do not beg the storm to end. I let it rage and tear and roar. I do not break, I endure. And then I rise once more. I have felt the bones inside me tremble, but they never shatter through. I have heard the voice of quitting, and I said I'm not like you. Endurance is a language spoken only by the scar. It is not loud, it is not pretty, but it builds a stronger heart. So let the world throw all it has, let the weight increase its hold. I will stand until it tires, I will not let go. I do not break, I endure. I do not bend when fire burns. I do not run when fear is sure. I stand until the world returns. I do not beg the storm to end. I let it rage and tear and roar. I do not break, I endure. And then I rise once more. Do not measure me by comfort. Do not judge me by my ease. Measure me by what I've lived through, by the storms I would not leave. Anyone can smile in sunlight, anyone can laugh in peace, but only those who endure the darkness ever truly learn to breathe. I do not break, I endure. I do not bend when fire burns. I do not run when fear is sure. I stand until the world returns. I do not beg the storm to end. I let it rage and tear and roar. I do not break, I endure. And when the silence comes, I rise once more. walked alone, not because no one cares, but because the weight we carry was never meant for others to bear. Stood in crowded rooms and felt like I was made of air, invisible to every voice except the storm I had to wear. But solitude is not defeat, it is a furnace forged in bone, where a man learns what he is when he truly stands alone. Silence is a teacher, cold and honest to the core. It doesn't comfort like a friend, but it shows you who you are. Alone but not falling, quiet but not weak. I walk the path without applause, with fire underneath. Alone but not broken, standing in the night. I do not need the world beside me to know I'm still alive. To know I'm still alive. There is strength in brotherhood, there is comfort in the crowd, but there is a deeper kind of power when no one cheers you loud, when there is no hand to lift you, no voice to say you'll be okay, and still you rise on shaking legs and choose to walk anyway. I have learned that loneliness is not the same as loss. Sometimes it is the crucible where resilience is forged. Alone but not falling, quiet but not weak. I walk the path without applause, with fire underneath. Alone but not broken, standing in the night. I do not need the world beside me to know I'm still alive. To know I'm still alive. Do not pity me for standing by myself. Do not mourn my solitary ground, for I have walked through empty skies and learned to build my own sound. If I fall, I rise unaided. If I weep, I dry my face. And when I stand again in silence, strength has taken its place. Alone but not falling, quiet but not weak. I walk the path without applause, with fire underneath. Alone but not broken, standing in the night. I am proof that solitude can still burn with light. the storms inside me. I have stood against my fear, and now the battlefield grows silent, but the strength remains right here. I am not ruled by every feeling. I am not a slave to rage. I have learned to hold my fire and let my discipline engage. There is a throne inside the chest only few will ever claim. It is not given by the world, it is taken by what you face. My crown is not of gold or stone, it is forged from every test. I did not earn it by dominance, I earned it by what I didn't let possess. I am the quiet king of my own mind, ruler of the storm inside. I do not bow to panic, I do not kneel to fear's designs. I do not reign with ego, I do not rule with pride. I am the quiet king of my own mind, and I hold my throne with spine. There were days my thoughts were tyrants. There were nights my heart was chained. There were voices inside shouting, trying hard to take the reins. But I did not surrender power, I did not hand away control. I wrestled back the right to breathe and the right to own my soul. Strength is not in domination, strength is choosing what you'll be when the chaos calls for ruling and you answer no. Not me. I am the quiet king of my own mind, ruler of the storm inside. I do not bow to panic, I do not kneel to fear's designs. I do not reign with ego, I do not rule with pride. I am the quiet king of my own mind, and I hold my throne with spine. My strength is not a scream, it is the stillness in my chest when everything wants me to break. It is the steady breath I keep when the world demands collapse. It is the calm command I choose when I refuse to step back. I am the quiet king of my own mind, ruler of the storm inside. I do not bow to panic, I do not kneel to fear's designs. I do not reign with ego, I do not rule with pride. I am the quiet king of my own mind, and I hold my throne in spine. Yeah. a blaze beneath my ribs, burning hot and burning bright. But you won't see it in my face. You'll see nothing but quiet eyes. To carry fire without letting it consume. I have walked through worlds in chaos while my spirit stayed in tune. Anyone can rage unchained, anyone can scream in pain, but strength is when the storm inside never spills across your face. Beneath the surface, steel beneath the breath, calm above the battle, fire underneath the flesh. Fire in the chest, calm in the eyes, rage in the blood, but control in the mind. I do not need to roar for my strength to rise. I walk with burning heart and calm in my eyes. There were days I let it rule me. There were nights I burned too hot. There were times I lit the world for a war that need not fought. But now the flames obey my will. They answer when I call. They burn to keep me standing, not to watch me fall. Power without purpose is a weapon turned inside. So I temper every ember and I hold my fire with pride. Fire in the chest, calm in the eyes, rage in the blood, but control in the mind. I do not need to roar for my strength to rise. I walk with burning heart and calm in my eyes. Mistake my quiet for the absence of a storm. Do not think that I am empty, because my fury isn't worn. I burn where it is useful. I hold where I must hold. And every ounce of fire in me is chosen, measured, cold. Fire in the chest, calm in the eyes, rage in the blood, but control in the mind. I do not need to roar for my strength to rise. I walk with burning heart and calm, unshaken calm in my eyes. There comes a point in every life you stop waiting to be told? Will you stop begging for approval? And you'll learn to walk your road. I have lived too long in silence, letting doubt decide my pace, letting fear hold conversation with the fire in my veins. But wolves do not request the night, they simply walk beneath the moon. They do not wait for the world to say it's okay for you to move. Strength is not apology, strength does not need consent. Strength is when you finally stand and stop asking who you're meant to be. Wolves do not ask permission, they do not bow their heads, they do not wait for doors to open, they make their path instead. Wolves do not beg acceptance, they simply choose to breathe. And I am done apologizing for the man I came to be. I have bitten back my instincts, I have softened every edge, I have kept my power cage so no one else felt threatened. But wolves were never born to shrink, they were never meant to hide. They carry storms inside their chest and walk with unashamed pride. I do not need approval, I do not need a crown, I only need the right to stand and never bow down. Wolves do not ask permission, they do not bow their heads, they do not wait for doors to open, they make their path instead. Wolves do not beg acceptance, they simply choose to breathe. And I am done apologizing for the man I came to be. For the man I came to be. Strength makes you uneasy, that is not my weight to bear. If my presence feels like thunder, then perhaps you should prepare. I did not claw my way through storms to ask if I am allowed to stay. I did not bleed to build this strength to quiet it away. Wolves do not ask permission, they walk beneath the sky. They do not lower who they are, so weaker hearts feel fine. Wolves do not beg acceptance, they simply choose to be. And I will stand in who I am, unbound, unshaken, free. I do not hide the marks I carry, I do not shame the lines I wear. They are not signs of weakness, they are proof that I was there. Every scar upon my body has a story carved in bone. Every line that cuts across me says I fought and still came home. Pain did not erase me, it engraved me into steel. It did not silence who I am, it reminded me I'm real. These marks are not reminders of a life that broke me down. They are chapters I survived, written deeper than the ground. Scars are my testimony, not of damage but of will. They say I walk through darkness, and I am standing still. Scars are my testimony, proof of battles I endured. They are not signs that I was weak, they show the strength that made it through. There were nights I thought I'd vanish, there were days I couldn't breathe. There were moments where the weight nearly brought me to my knees. But I refused to be a casualty of storms that tore the sky. I held the line when everything was whispering just die. So when I look at every mark, God, do not mourn what might have been. I see the proof that I survived again. There are storms I did not ask for. There are wounds I did not choose. There were battles thrown upon me that I never wished to lose. Came through fire, not by choice, not by design, but by standing when I couldn't and surviving what was mine. I am the man, I became through fire, not because I wanted flames, but because I walked through burning walls and came out still my name. There were nights I never asked for, where hope was hard to find. There were moments I would have traded just to feel some peace of mind. But life is not a story where you pick every page. Sometimes you inherit storms and live inside their rage. Yet here I stand regardless, not perfect, not untouched, but still here, still breathing, and that is more than enough. I am the man, I became through fire, not by choice, not by design, but by standing when I couldn't and surviving what was mine. I am the man, I became through fire, not because I wanted flames, but because I walked through burning walls and came out still my name. Do not tell me this was meant to be. Do not dress my pain as fate. Some things should never happen, but they did, and I remained. I did not choose the breaking, but I chose to still exist. I did not choose the suffering, but I refused to be dismissed. I became through fire, for my storms I never saw, shaped by nights that nearly killed me, and the strength they left behind. I am the man, I became through fire, and though I never asked for flame, I carry what I've lived through now, and I speak my name. move like storms, wild raging, burning fast. But I have learned another power, the kind of strength that lasts. Mountains do not scream their fury, they do not beg the sky to change. They stand in silence while the universe throws its thunder, wind and rain. I have learned to breathe like that, slow and steady in the fight. Even when the war is roaring, I refuse to lose my height. The world can shake around me, it can tear and scream and roar, but I will root my soul in stone and hold the line once more. I breathe like a mountain, calm and unremoved, but I carry the heart of the war, beating steady in my bones. I do not fall to chaos, I do not drown in roar. I breathe like a mountain, but I fight like a war. I have watched men burn too quickly, flashing bright and fading soon. They were lightning without grounding, fire swallowed by its own doom. So I chose another power, older than the rage of man, to stand like stone in hurricanes and rise again and again. Strength is not how loud you shout, strength is how you stay when everything inside you screams to run away. Drown in roar. I breathe like a mountain, but I fight like a war. Let the wind scream its fury, let the storm demand my fall. I will not collapse for thunder, I will not bow at all. If I splinter, I will harden, if I fracture, I will mend. For mountains are not unbroken, they just never truly end. I breathe like a mountain, unmoving in the storm, but I carry the heart of the war, raging deep in war. I do not fall to chaos, I do not kneel to roar. I breathe through nights that had no sky. Have stood in storms that would not die. But here I am still standing, and I remember why. There were days I thought I shattered. There were nights I lost my way. There were moments where the darkness almost took my name away. But something in me never yielded, even when I felt erased. Something refused to lay down, even when I had no strength. So every time I breathe right now, I know it wasn't free. I paid in pain and scars and storms for every part of me. I rise, and I remember every night that tried to drown, every weight that pressed me under, every time I still stood my ground. I rise, and I remember what it cost to still be here. I do not forget the darkness, but I will not live in fear. I remember being broken, but I am not broken now. I remember shaking violently, but I still would not bow. I remember every lonely moment, the silence cutting like a blade. But loneliness did not erase me, it tempered what I became. I am not ashamed of struggle, I am not ashamed of pain. They are chapters in my story, not the ending of my name. I rise, and I remember every night that tried to drown, every weight that pressed me under, every time I still stood my ground. I rise, and I remember what it cost to still be here. I do not forget the darkness, but I will not live in fear. If I ever stand in sunlight, it is because I walk through night. If I ever breathe in peace, it is because I fought for life. Do not tell me to forget, do not ask me to erase, for everything I have survived is written in my face. I rise, and I remember, not as someone who was spared, but as someone who endured it and is still standing.